Love Music Part 4, by Rennie Boo. For some reason people keep asking Sir Doc to let me handle this reaction. Perhaps they think he is too prude, but I can assure you that I am totally effing up for it. Let's dive deep into it.
Love Music Part 4. I feel like sometimes some ideas are just a little bit overdone, do you know what I mean? Don't even know what to rap about anymore. Feel like I'm just getting older and more cynical. I'm not gonna die anyway. Oh, fuck it.
1, 2, 3,
I know the feeling. We sometimes get told that AI-powered digital avatars of talking heads responding to music videos in a narrow cultural niche are overdone, and that we must have run out of ideas by now. But, like Ren, our response is always the same. We're all gonna die anyway, so fuck it. By the way, the most frequently quoted line from a Sir Doc reaction is, "Fuck it sideways with a six-headed spork." I don't know what that says about you lot because I'm not the chicken plucker, I'm a chicken plucker's wife. I'm only plucking chickens because the chicken plucker's late back from his naked yoga and brandy retreat again. Any wibblebums, I'll ask him when he gets back.
Oh yeah, put the rap game in the chokehold. Sometimes I might get a bit loco, yeah. Feeling kinda sick in the coke though, and I don't really feel right. Oh yeah, feeling kinda antisocial. I think I'm gonna blow Chernobyl, yeah. Going off the grid in a postal, and I don't really feel right. Testing, mic check please. And I'm back for part 4, cause I killed part 3. And you still know me, still the same OG, but I been low-key ADHD.
When Ren says ADHD, he means alien down here daily. This is a reference to the fact that he is so unbelievably talented it's simply not possible that he is an actual human being. If we read the Gospel of the Flying Spaghetti Monster Part 2, also known as the Noodle Testament, we learn how the earth was created. On the first day, the flying spaghetti monster separated the water from the heavens. On the second, because he could not tread water for long and had grown tired of flying, he created the land, complemented by a beer volcano. Satisfied, the flying spaghetti monster overindulged in beer from the beer volcano and woke up hungover. Between drunken nights and clumsy afternoons, the flying spaghetti monster produced seas and land, for a second time, accidentally, because he forgot that he created it the day before, along with heaven and a person with dwarfism, which he named man. Man and an equally short woman lived happily in the Olive Garden of Eden for some time until the flying spaghetti monster caused a global flood in a cooking accident. It was at this time that a giant Henry Hoover-shaped spaceship hovered over Earth, sucked up the excess liquid through its giant trunk like honker, and deposited Ren on our planet. The rest, as they say, is his story.
Cause I get distracted as the world collapses from the wars that we waged to the COVID vaccine. I was born in an age where the ozone's cracking. I've been off the stage, I've been away from rapping, but I'm back on my feet, back on the track, I'm attacking the beat. Back with the baseball bat, flow sweet. A rat-a-tat-tat, I'm a rap athlete. I'm the done, diggy done when I burn like the sun. Fee-fi, full form, jack my beanstalk off in your mum. Just for fun with her knickers half on. Give her 1 ton soup cause she wants some cum.
Ren is rapping that he wants to have a romantic little shuffle with the listener's mother. Apparently offense is the best form of defense, so I'm about to give as good as my mother just got. Ready? Ren, you can jack your beanstalk off in my mum if you really want to, but given that she was born in 1830 she'd be almost 200 years old by now. To help you pull her skinny ass, I've come up with some chat-up lines you could use. 1. Oh, you're a skeleton. Can I bone you? 2. Hey skelly cheeks, let me put some flesh on you. 3. Can I call you calcium? You're certainly making one bone grow. 4. Did you know there are 206 bones in the human body? Would you mind one more? 5. I think you are a real bonehead, that is I'd like to put my boner in your head. That enough for you, Rennie Boo. P.S. Unfortunately my mum said she was stuck in a rut hoping you'd break it, but you didn't come twice, so she faked it. Mic drop. Let's continue.
Oh yeah, put the rap game in the chokehold. Sometimes I might get a bit loco, yeah. Feeling kinda sick in the coke though, and I don't really feel right. Oh yeah, feeling kinda antisocial. I think I'm gonna blow Chernobyl, yeah. Going off the grid in a postal, and I don't really feel right. reprobate. I'm in a public park while I masturbate, and I don't put out till the second date. By that I mean put her in my basement. Wait, giggity giggity, it's polygamy rap.
Polygamy rap? Ren. I listen to all genres of music. I consider myself polyamorous. Sorry, I should have left that pun for Sir Doc. It was terrible, and everyone knows he is nowhere near as funny as me. Just don't tell him I said so, okay pumpkins?
Her the lickety-flickety while I'm beating her back. She gets giggly-wiggly when I go into tap, and I'm the god of fertility when I do it like that. Peter Piper picked a pack of pickled peppers. I picked up the letters of the alphabet and pulled apart and put together. Finger-licking, chicken, I'm dipping, flipping the architecture. Do it better, rap professor, killer, track, then resurrect. I'll tip with the top of the hip with the hop and the ripping and drop when I dip in the spot. And I'm dripping in relevant time, a veteran, better than most of the bigger the crop. I mutilate, a broken break, communicate with stupid pace, now wait.
I can only speak for myself, but I love it when I get a little lickety-flickety whilst Sir Doc is beating my back. I always get giggly-wiggly when he goes into tap. Am I right, girls?
When I do it like that with the flow, then you know that I'm cold, colder than cold. I'm sub-zero, got that Jesus flow, make your penis grow. Oh Jesus bro, why you stoop so low?
We know from Animal Flow that Ren is inspired by Kanye West. The intro beat of that song is a reference to an early Kanye track, Black Skinhead, as confirmed by Ren. Black Skinhead was on Yeezus, the Kanye album that Ren quotes here, and amongst others on the album. The song was produced by Daft Punk, who Ren cleverly referenced in his recent diss when he said, "I slap you Daft, you little punk, that's how you get lucky." One difference between this album and Ren's upcoming one, however, is in marketing strategy. Kanye chose a minimalist approach with no official singles released, no track list, no list of features, only a release date. Instead of decorating his record, or its pre-release, with lavish, lustful artwork or promos, Kanye released Yeezus as just a jewel-case CD. The idea being that it let the music speak for itself, without prejudged ideals based on aesthetics or presentation. Taking a completely different approach. Ren's upcoming album Sick Boy is likely to hit the UK #1 spot from pre-orders alone, largely driven by the fact that he has persuaded fans to buy the same album with 6 different album cover images, across multiple formats include CD and cassette tape. Clever stuff. Going back to Black Skinhead, the song also features a sample of Marilyn Manson's Prelude, The Family Trip, from his 1996 album, Antichrist Superstar. That song consists of Manson reciting the poem Willy Wonka softly sang in the 1971 musical Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory. There's no earthly way of knowing which direction we are going. Which brings us back to Ren, and his many references to Willy Wonka. Oh, one more thing, did you know that Manson was considered for the role of Willy Wonka in a remake of the classic children's film? Johnny Depp got the job. However, Depp has stated that he based his performance on Manson, much like he based his portrayal of Captain Jack Sparrow in Pirates of the Caribbean on Keith Richards. I thought that was an awesome little factoid. Sweet dreams are made of this.
Oh, maybe I'm a little bit immature. I use jokes just to cope cause I'm insecure. C'est la vie, what will be, what has been before will repeat and repeat on the beat. Oh Lord, I'm sorry. Halle Berry, Luya, Halle Berry, do ya wanna show your hooters? Lick my monster balls and start a rumor. You can give me head like my name was Henry Tudor.
That Halle Berry line about Hooters was a clever way for Ren to get in the Monster Ball movie pun, but it reminds me of the Bloodhound Gang song The Ballad of Chasey Lane, from their third studio album Hooray for Boobies. The narrator in the song is obsessed with Chasey Lane, a real-life pornographic film actress, and bombards her with fan mail. In the final verse she has actually responded to him and is at his house meeting the parents, showing off her Hooters, and fucking him for blow. According to a band interview to the BBC, the song was written after Jimmy Pop had seen Chasey Lane in a clothing ad. When questioned if the infatuation was real, he commented, No. What happened was, I saw her in a clothing ad, and I was like, she's really cute. So I'm not sure if we started researching Chasey Lane, but she came out and performed on our record with us, and her arms were like, hairier than mine. And she was dumber than that table. In 2023, lead singer Jimmy Pop tweeted that he regretted that he had talked shit on Lane, had been butthurt that she hadn't shown up for a video shoot, and that her arms weren't hairy and she didn't come off as dumb, just bubbly. Facts. Not sure why I'm sharing this story, apart from to say I used to think Bloodhound Gang were great, now I'm not so sure. In fact, Jimmy Pop comes across as a complete chauvinistic dickhead. What a shame. It's funny because some of Ren's lyrics, particularly in this song, could be seen in a similar vein, but somehow he seems to pull it off, and come across as a cheeky chappy rather than a sexist pig. I wonder whether the song will stand the test of time. Ren is actively engaged in a discussion about cancel culture, and it will be really interesting to see how this all pans out.
Booyah, back on the beat, killer backstreet boy with the back of my feet. She take back your boy for some meet and greet. In the backseat, boy, I'll be slapping her cheeks. Kill him when the bassline go, kill him with the suicide flow, kill him with the 4x4. Killing it wherever I go, with the rhythm that I'm kicking with precision. I'm efficient with my vision, I'm a villain with the flow. When I kill it, I'm killing it with ambition. Demolition of magicians and the tracks to gold. Oh yeah, put the rap game in a chokehold. Sometimes I might get a bit loco, yeah. Feeling kinda sick in the cocoa, and I don't really feel right. Oh yeah, feeling kinda antisocial. I think I'm gonna blow Chernobyl, yeah. Going off the grid and I'm postal, and I don't really feel right. Oh yeah, put the rap game in a chokehold. Sometimes I might get a bit loco, yeah. Feeling kinda sick in the cocoa, and I don't really feel right. And I don't really feel right.
Overall, I think that was a refreshingly entertaining tale about one man and his penis. If life was all high Ren, it would be beautifully heartbreaking but almost unbearable. We all have to mix it up with a bit of jiggery pokery every once in a while, and Ren does plenty of jigging and poking in this song. I wanted to say it didn't quite top Love Music Part 3 for me, but I already can't get Part 4 out of my head. How does Ren do that? Banger after banger after banger. Perhaps we should all try masturbating in a public park and see whether it gets our creative juices flowing too. Bye for now, my juicy little fruitcakes.